degree is 1 by root 2, right? Cos 45 degree also have already done 1 by root 2. And tan cosec sec we will be able to find. However, tan we have found with the help of sin and cos, that was one. Okay, let's continue. Suppose we are having an equilateral triangle. A, B, okay, it's an equilateral triangle. In this equilateral triangle ABC, we know each interior angle will be of
60 degree.
yes. Since we have taken an equilateral triangle, each interior angle will be 60 degree. We know that. Now we will do one construction over here. What we will do, we will drop perpendicular from vertex A okay, on side BC. We are going to drop a perpendicular from the vertex A on the side BC. A perpendicular we have drawn, and we are going to name it as a D, point D. Now, if you will notice, you will find that this triangle ABD and triangle ACD, these two are congruent triangle. Check it. We are not going to prove that. See, we understand the concept of congruency, and now we have learned the concept of similarity also. So congruency is like, it's very basic for us, right? So we will be able to prove this triangle APD. If you want to check it. There is a 60 degree, there is a 90 degree, and there is one side which is of equal length. Angle side. Check it. AD side is common also. And AB and AC side are same also. So whatever you want to use it. There is 90 degree, there is 60 degree, and one side you can take. Angle side. Getting it?
Yes.
Let's write it. Let's write over here that we know that this triangle, just a second. We know that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. We are not going to prove that. Okay. If you want to check it. 90 degree, and AB side, AC side are of same length. Since we have taken one equilateral triangle initially. Okay. So anyone who have joined just now, we have taken an equilateral triangle ABC by ourselves. We know that each interior angle will be 60 degree. We have marked that. We done one construction of in this equilateral triangle, that is we dropped one perpendicular from the vertex A on the side BC, and we found that this triangle ABD and this triangle ACD, these two are congruent triangle. We know that. We are not going to prove that. That is not the purpose. Okay, we know that this two triangle easily it will be congruent only. Okay, now since it will be congruent, hence therefore BD side and CD side will be same. Can we write it by CPCT? Can we?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we? Yes.
Yeah.
BD and CD will be same. And can we say, and also can we say that angle BAD over here is equals to angle CAD over there? If this complete angle is 60 degree, then this is getting divided into two equal parts, that is 30 degree, 30 degree. Can we say that? Can we say that this much has to be, this much has to be just 30 degree, and this must will be just 30 degree? From the congruency only we are able to say that these two angles are same. And since we have taken equilateral triangle completely, it was 60 degree. Now we are saying that the half of 60 will be 30. Any confusion so far?
No.
Okay, let's find. Okay, now why we are doing this much of things? We want to find what is the value for sine 30, what is the value for sine 60. Similarly, what is the value for cos 30, cos 60? If any, at least bare minimum, this two trigonometric ratio we will be able to find. Then other trigonometric ratio we will be able to find with the help of this two. So at least sine and cos we want to find, that is 30 degree and 60 degree. Is it that important, the explanation part? No. You can directly learn what is the value for sine 30, what is the value for cos 30, okay, and what is the value for sine 60, what's the value for cos 60. You can learn it directly. However, I'm showing you how a random number which you are going to learn anyhow later on, how it came exactly. Okay, now since it's an equilateral triangle, let's assume that the length of the sides are, each side's length is 2a. Okay, 2a. Why 2a? Why not a? Why not just x? You can also assume it only x. You can also assume it only a. However, since the side is getting cutted, this side BC is getting divided in two equal parts. So if we will take the complete length as a, this part will be a by 2, that part will be a by 2. We have to do a little bit of calculation over there. To avoid those scenarios, we are going to take the complete length as a 2a, so that half will be AA. Okay, so we are going to say, let's assume that
Ma'am, will they ask us to prove it though?
no, you just sit patiently and try to understand each and every step. And once I'm explaining it, once I'm done, if it is clear to you, then you are done. Okay, you don't have to prove it, and the proof will not come. Okay, just try to understand each and every step. So ABBCCA, we are going to take it as a 2a. Okay, 2a unit we are going to take. Now what will be this? Can we say if this completely is 2a, then therefore this BD CD will be just a? Can we say? Can we? Can we? This is just a and this is just a. Can we say? Yes, we can say that. Now we are having one triangle, which is a right angle triangle. Just a second. Which is a right angle triangle, where we know that this side is just a, this side is 2a, and let's find this side AD by using Pythagoras theorem. Let's do it quickly, quick. That is, it was B over here, B. Just the left side triangle I have drawn. So in triangle ABD, can we write AB square is equals to AD square plus BD square, can be? Can be?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. AB is 2A. 4A square is equals to AD square and BD is just A square. AD square will come as a root. AD is root 3A. Check it. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, this angle was 60 degree. This much only was 30 degree. We want to find sine 30, then sine 60, then cos 30, then cos 60. Let's find it. Sine 30 degree. Focus on 30 degree. Focus on just 30 degree and tell me the opposite side. Yes. 30 degree angle A. Opposite side will be
BD.
and hypotenuse is AB. That means A by 2A. That means sine 30 value is 1 by 2. Oh yeah, it's 1 by 2. Okay, let's find cos 30. Which one is the adjacent side? Focus on 30 degree. Focus on 30 degree. Which one is the adjacent side?
AD.
AD. Hypotenuse AD. 3A by 2A. 3 by 2 is the value? Yes, 3 by 2 is the value for cos 30. Okay, let's continue. Yes, Harshit, please turn on your camera. Galvin, let's find, focus on 60 degrees, sine 60. Opposite side is root 3A. Hypotenuse is 2A. So root 3 by 2 is the value for sine 60. Yes. Okay. And cos 60 is cos 60 from here you can see adjacent side is just A and hypotenuse is 2A. Is it 1 by 2? Yes. So from here we found four trigonometric ratios for like a particular angle. Sine 30 degree we found that we got as just 1 by 2. Okay. However, cos 30 was root 3 by 2. Then we found sine 60. Now sine 60 was root 3 by 2. Check it. And cos 60, it was just 1 by 2. Is it clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now 0 and 90 degree. So if we will be having a triangle, this much is clear to everyone. Like how we are getting it, that is not that important. You just need to learn this data. This I'll draw a table just now. Okay, you need to learn this angles, but your question must be how we got it. So from here we got it. Okay.
Ma'am, do you have to
Anyone?
prove how we got it?
No, we don't have to prove how we got it. Just for extra knowledge. Okay. Since it was not that difficult and as per your understanding everything whatever we have used over here you will be able to understand. That's why I have taken it over here. If any concept over here is something like you won't be able to understand it, this is something higher level concept, then I would not have taken. Okay, so just for understanding part, however you need to learn this only. I will be making the table. With the help of the table, it will be easier to learn. So this is how we got these values. Okay. Now sine 0 and sine 90. Similarly, cos 0, cos 90. So suppose we are having a triangle A, B, C. Okay. Now suppose this angle is theta. Okay, any angle we are having, a theta angle we are having at C. Now let me, at any point of time, this, suppose we are going to just decrease the length. So we are going to just take this hypotenuse AC, and we are going to take this point A towards point B. Okay. So at any point of time, this A point, if you are just going to take it towards B, it will be here. See, we are going to take the point A and we are going to place it over here at this point. And now this will be the angle. At that point of time, this will be the angle. Okay. If you are going to decrease the distance between A and B, so at other point of time, this will be the distance. See what we are doing over here, we are decreasing theta smaller, so that we can say now theta is 0. Now theta is 0. That's why we are taking the point A and we are coming closer and closer to B. So that at last we can say theta became 0. Then only we can think about sine 0 degree, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So now theta at any point of time, this A came over here. You can check it. Now I am going to write it. Sine of C, or maybe sine of theta, was opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite side was AB and hypotenuse was AC. Now can you see when you are decreasing like this AC, this angle theta, just a second, let me check which way you will be able to understand it in a better way. Yeah, can you see this AB is becoming very small, and at last the distance between A and B will be 0. Can you see?
Yes.
And that's why we say that sine 0 degree is just 0. Getting it? AB became 0 and hence 0 by anything is just 0. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Cos
Yes.
0 will be adjacent side. Previously triangle ABC, adjacent side was BC and hypotenuse was AC. Now when we are just decreasing this distance between A and B and trying to make the angle 0 degree, then can you see that this AC and BC is the same straight line? At last it will be same straight line. Yes or no? AC and BC. Yes or no? This AC and BC will be same straight line when the angle between two will be 0. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why we say that if these two are same, AC and BC length will be same, then we can replace BC with AC, or we can replace AC with BC. It's it's same, and hence the result will be 1. Sine 0 value is 0 degree and cos 0 value is 1. Okay. Similarly, just a second, let me check 90 degree, you will be able to understand it. Otherwise, I will start drawing the table. Just a second. leave it. 90-degree directly I will show you in the table. Because there also we have to use our imagination that we are decreasing one of the side and just decreasing and decreasing. So just leave it. Okay, this is how we have also got for 90-degree. Now we'll be discussing the trigonometric table. So sine. Now carefully you have to see this part. Okay. Previously whatever we discussed, that was for understanding, that was for knowledge. Okay. Now this part is very important. You have to memorize this table. So 0 degree is there, 30 degree is there, 45 degree is there, 60 degree is there, and 90 degree is there. Okay. Sine is there, cosine is there, tan is there, and all the other trigonometric ratios are also there. We will be writing it. What is there? Okay. Cosec is there, and then sec is there. Let's continue. Sine 0 degree, just now we have seen. Sine 0 we have got as a 0. Okay. So sine 0 is 0. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 degree is 1. Okay, you have to learn it. There is no other way. Okay, understanding and all is not there. This is basically learning part. Cos 0, you can reverse this data. Okay, see, first we have written 0, then 1 by 2. Check it carefully. I'm talking about this part. At first we have written 0, then 1 by 2, then 1 by root 2, then root 3 by 2, then 1. For cos we just have to reverse it. So the last one, the last value from the sine table, the last value, that is 1, that will be cos 0's the first value. The second last from the sine table, that is root 3 by 2 for 60 degree over there. Here for 30 degree we'll be having root 3 by 2. The third last for the sine one is 1 by root 2. Here also the next one will be 1 by root 2, and eventually both are just below each other. Okay, now 1 by 2 and now 0. So cos 0 degree is 1. Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. Cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. And cos 90 degree is 0. Are you able to understand when I am saying reverse it, it means what? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Are you getting it? Okay. This is how the table is arranged. Now since we know sine and cos, we will be able to find tan. So tan will be sine by cos. We understand that tan means sine by cos. Let's take tan 0 will be sine 0 by cos 0. 0 by 1, result will be 0, right?
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 2 will get cancelled out. You should know how to do the simplification over here. Yes, it will be 1 by root 3. Okay. Now 45 degree 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2 is equals to just 1. Okay. Tan 60 degree is equals to sine 60 by cos 60. So it will be root 3 by 2 by, if this simplification is not clear to you, raise your hand. Root 3 we will be getting over here just. And the last one, 1 by 0. Anything 0 in the denominator is not acceptable in mathematics. Anything like numerator can be x, y, z, or maybe any number. But if the denominator is 0, we will say that it's not defined. Okay, it's not defined. Is it clear to all of you so far?
Yes.
Now cot is just the reciprocal of tan. Cot is the reciprocal of tan. Or we can take cot as a cos by sine. If you understand that cot means 1 by tan, or maybe cos by sine. Okay, cos by sine. Then other data will not create confusion. Just here you have to be careful that again you will be taking 1 by 0 and it will be not defined over. And if you are using the concept that cot means, cot is just the reciprocal of tan. That means tan 0 is 0. Then cot 0 will be reciprocal. Take it 1 by 0, not defined. Yes or no? Reciprocal of 0. Reciprocal of 0. The value 0. We are going to take it as a 1 by 0 and then we are saying it's not defined. Tan 0 value. Tan 0 degree is 0. Cot 0 degree will be not defined. Is it making sense to all of you?
Yeah.
If this way it is not clear, then please use the cos and the sine. Cot means cos by sine. Okay. Now, cot is cos by sine or reciprocal of tan. So, if tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3, cot 30 will be if tan 30 is 1 by root 3, then cot 30 will be reciprocal of 1 by root 3 is what?
3.
Just root 3, right?
3.
Yeah. Now, if tan 45 is 1, then cot 45 will be
1.
Okay, 1 by 1, 1. If tan 60 degree is root 3, then cot 60 degree will be
1 by root 3.
If tan 90 degree is not defined, that means 1 by 0. Then cot 90 degree will be 0 by 1. 0. Okay. So this is where you have to be careful. Just in case of what will be 0 degree, what will be 90 degree. If that is creating confusion, please use that. Please use cos and sine rather than taking tan. Okay. Now cosec. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine. Cosec is just the reciprocal of sine. Now sine 0 is 0. Then cosec 0 will be
Not defined.
perfect. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. Then cosec 30 degree will be
2.
perfect. Sine 45 1 by root 2. Then cosec 45 will be just root 2, right? Sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. Then cosec 60 degree is
2 by root 3.
perfect. Sine 90 degrees 1, then cosec 90 degrees will be
1.
Now sec. Okay. Sec is the reciprocal of cosine. So cos 0, cosine of 0 degree is 1. Then sec 0 degree will be cos 0 1. Cos 0 is 1. Then sec 0 will be sec theta cos theta का reciprocal होता है. Sec theta cos theta का reciprocal होता है. If cos 0 degree is 1, then what will be the value of sec 0?
1.
1. Okay, if cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2, check it. This table we are.
Root 2.
Please tell me. Next one.
2.
Next one.
Not defined.
Not defined. Okay, 0 in the denominator, not accepted. This is the table which you have to learn. Okay. You have seen how we have created the value for tan, cot, cosec, sec. Basically, at least you need to learn sine and cos. Now you will be saying that yeah, sine only you need to learn, and cos you will be able to figure it out. But let me tell you, everything must be on your tips. Okay, if you will sit for making the table, it will take time. Okay, so eventually when you will solve question, you will be able to you will get used to it. Okay, so yeah, let's start solving the question. You have to memorize, and for now I would suggest you please memorize at first the sine one and the cos one. If all of sudden I will ask you what is the value for cos 30 degree, you are not going to write all the data for sine. At least sine and cos at first you learn. Okay, let's start solving the questions. We will be solving this question. The easier one I am not taking, because that you will be able to do by yourself. I am taking this question 5 cos square 60 degree plus 4 sec square 30 degree. Now we will use our table since you have not learned the table, but you have to learn it anyway, and it would be better if you will learn it now, because I have seen a student when towards the last, like just few months before exam, when we do revision, when we solve previous year question paper, then there are few students, okay, who say always through like I have seen previously also, before that also, they say that I don't know the table. Okay, I need to check the table. So please make sure that you are not going to do that. Let's yeah, we have to evaluate the value. Evaluate the value. Okay, we have to find the final answer. Let's do it. 5 cos square 60. Cos square 60 and cos 60 whole square is the same. Okay, cos 60 degree, that's whole square. Cos 60 degree, this is 60. That's whole square, and cos square 60 is same thing. Okay, so we will not get confused with this square or not. I'm writing one more step, but you don't have to write this step. Okay, while solving the question. Now if you are writing, it is completely fine, because you are just learning the concept. Okay, writing one more step, you will not lose marks, but once we will be once we will get used to it, once we'll be familiar with this thing, we are not going to write this step. So sine 30 degree, that's whole square, over plus cos 30 degree, that's whole square. Now let's get back to table and see cos 60 degree value was what. Cos 60 degree value, can you see it? It is cos 60 degrees. Anyone from
1
here
by 2.
yes, who doesn't understand how to read this table? Anyone? This is cos and this is 60 degree. This one is the value 1 by 2. Okay, so 5 1 by 2 whole square plus 4 sec 30 degree. I told you that sec is just the reciprocal of cos. Cos 30 degree, whatever value we were having, that's reciprocal is sec. So see, sec 30 degree, this is what we are having,
2 by root.
reciprocal 2 by root 3. Okay, so 4 into 2 by root 3 whole square minus tan 45 degree. We have found the value, that is 1. Check it. Check it. Tan 45 degree is 1 square over sine 30 degree whole square. Sine 30 degree, we have found the value. Check it. It is 1 by 2. Check it. Sine 30 degree का value 1 by 2 है. Okay. Cos 30 degree का value root 3 by 2 है. Okay. Cos 30-degree value is 3 by 2. Any confusion so far? Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Let's continue. Now the simplification. If you understand how to do the simplification, then this is very, very, very simple. However, I am showing this simplification to you. So 5 into 1 by 4 plus 4 into, what will be the square of 2 by root 3? Please tell me quickly.
4 by 3.
4 by 3.
4 by 3. Perfect. Minus just 1 over 1 by 2 square will be 1 by 4. And what will be the square of root 3 by 2?
3 by 4.
Yes, 3 by 4. Perfect. Let's continue. Now, we will multiply 5 into 1 by 4 can be written as 5 by 4. 4 into 4 by 3 can be written as 4 into 4 by 3 can be written as
16 by 3.
perfect. Minus 1 over 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. This addition is very simple in the denominator, right? In class 1 or 2 you have learned, or 3 maybe, you have learned this type of addition where the denominator is same. Then we don't have to worry about taking the LCM, right? Right? It will
Yeah,
be
4 by 4.
it will be
By
4.
dividing, it will be 1.
Exactly. We could have written directly 1, but since we are just doing it for the very first time, we will be cautious. So yeah, the numerator one we have to solve it properly by taking the LCM. What will be the LCM over here?
12.
12.
12. Yes, 12 will be the LCM for the numerators part. Now the numerator, this 5 will become
15.
yes. This 3 will become
64.
yes. 3 4 times 12, 16, 4 times 64. Okay, and 1 will be anyone to whom this part is not clear how we are adding it, because you have done it very in lower class and you have forgotten how exactly, like with what step we need to perform for the same. Anyone having any confusion? Anyone? Again, I'm asking because in each and every question you will be getting the same thing. Raise your voice, tell me, are you getting it? Okay, so everyone is getting it. Let's continue. 15 plus 64 minus 12. Tell me quickly the final result.
12.
15, is it 12?
67.
67 over just 1. 12 is also there, and by just 4 by 4 is 1. So we are getting 67 by 12. Please check it. Please check it. Is it clear to all of you? We have just substituted the value and have done the simplification. It's that simple. Oh yeah, it's that simple. You just have to do the simplification, and that's why again and again I'm asking, if this is not clear to you, please tell me. I will explain it to you. Simplification part, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first give question, next I can see you will be able to do. This type of question will be there in the exam, but you are not going to get confused. 2 tan 30 by 1 plus tan square 30. And let me write quick the options. Option A sine 60 degree. Option B cos 60 degree. Option C tan 60 degree. And option D sine 30. That means at first you have to calculate the value. The way we did the calculation just now, we have evaluated. This one you have to evaluate at first, and then you have to check the value which you have evaluated maybe as a 1 by 2, or maybe root 3 by 2, or maybe just 1, or maybe root 3, or maybe 1 by root 3, whatever you are going to get from here, like which trigonometric ratio is going to give the same answer. Sin 60 is the same, sin 60 will give the same value, cos 60 will give the same value, or what? That's what you have to check. Are you understanding what you have to do over here? This is MCQ question. We don't have to prove it. That left side, right side, no nothing. Calculating. 2 tan 30 means. Tan 30 means. Tell me. Tan 30 degrees. Check it. Tan 30 degrees 1 by root 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Let's calculate. 2 1 by root 3 over 1 plus 1 by root 3 whole square. Let's quick. 2 by root 3 over 1 plus 1 by 3. It will be, tell me quickly who will say 2 by root 3 by 1 plus 1 by 3.
Denominator will be 4 by 3.
4 by 3. Let's simplify it. 2 will get multiplied with this 3 and 4 will get multiplied with this root 3. So 2 times 4 is fine. But now we will do the rationalization, right? We have got 3 by 2 root 3. And we know whenever we are having a square root term in the denominator, we can rationalize it. For that purpose only you have learned the concept of rationalization. So here root 3 is there. Okay. The square root in the denominator is not acceptable. The moment you get answer like this, how quick you cancel it. Okay. For that purpose only you have learned the cancellation, reducing in lowest form of the fraction. In fraction chapter in class 4 or maybe class 3 or maybe class 5, you have learned how to reduce the fraction, and then now also whenever you are getting answer like this, quickly you do the cancellation. That's why you have learned the rationalization in the previous class, that whenever a square root term is there in the denominator, do anything to remove it. Due to that, if a square root term will come in the numerator's part, that is okay. In numerator, a square root is allowed. But in denominator, it like in a standard form of writing the answer, this is not how we will leave our answer. Okay, so we will rationalize it. Rationalizing means this root 3, we want to make it anything but just remove this root sign. So for that, we can multiply root 3 and root 3 in the numerator and denominator. Recall in class 9 you used to have such numbers, and you used to do the rationalization by doing the multiplication of 2 minus root 3 in the numerator and 2 minus root 3 in the denominator. You were doing the rationalization over there. Why? So that now you can arrange your answer beautifully. Okay,
We will get the
that's
final
right.
answer as root 3 by 2.
Okay, so we are getting 3 root 3 by 2 into just 3. This 3 gone, and we got our final answer as a root 3 by 2. Okay, so when we solve this 2 tan 30 by 1 plus tan square 30 degree, we got something which was not coming as an option, but we know the concept of rationalization, and from now write it that every time whenever we will be getting a square root term in the denominator, we are not going to leave our answer like that. We understand the concept of rationalization. Even if we don't have to match the option, we will rationalize and then we will leave our answer. Okay, in US curriculum, even they don't have this type of trigonometric tables. In table, they don't write this value. Which value? This value. Because universally, this value. They rationalize the same, and then that value they use instead of 2 by 3. But in our system, it is allowed, and that one and this one is same. Exactly the same thing, just the different representation. So mathematicians have said that this is the standard form of writing the answer, and we will always write the answer in standard form. Okay, let's continue. So we got root 3 by 2. After rationalization, we will check sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is root 3 by 2. Tan 60 is root 3 by 2. Or maybe sin 30 is root 3 by 2. Which one result is root 3 by 2? Tell me quickly. Which one will give root 3 by 2? Root 3 by 2. Sin 60. Oh yeah. Root 3 by 2. Any more? It looks like cos 60 sin 30. Let me check. No. Okay.
Only sin 60.
So this is the correct answer. Yeah. Of course, we are having MCQ question and we will be having one correct answer only. But once we were solving this type of question in another batch and we ended up getting that 2 options are correct. No worries, in your exam such question will never ever come. If it comes, then you can mark both. Okay, let's continue.
Ma'am, can you show how you did the problem? Because I did it differently, but I got the same answer.
This is how we did it. This is the second step. This is the third step. This is the fourth step. And then we are having the last step. That is 2 into just 3 by 4 into root 3. Okay, I'm again writing that step. This one I'm
Ma'am,
writing.
instead of taking it like that, you can take it as 2 by root 3 into 3 by 4.
Yeah, I have taken the same. 2 by, we are having 2 by root 3 by 4 by 3, right? 2 by root 3 by 4 by 3. This is what we were having, Maham, right? Can we write it as a 2 by root 3 into 3 by 4 you have written, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which means 2 1 times 2, 2 times 4. So we are getting 3 by 2 root 3, right?
Ma'am,
If
you can
you
cut the root 3 and 3, right? You can cut 3 and you will get root 3 and then root 3 will become 1.
exactly, you can cancel it out. This 3 is just the combination of root 3 and root 3. If you understand that, then you don't have to rationalize it.